Hey, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button, man. We got more reviews coming, live movie reviews. Final Destination, Bloodline, Death Runs in the Family. It was a good movie. This this was actually good. I mean, every Final Destination movie is good, right? All of them good. But this one was the start of them all. Spoilers alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Before I get up into the thing, you can see it on the thumbnail. Also, spoiler alert. Now, let me continue. This Final Destination was the start of it all. And it all started with a woman named Irish. Irish and her fiance, they was at the skyscraper when her premonition took place. And her premonition was the skyscraper fell, right? She was dealing with this badass kid who, where the fuck is his parents? Where's his parents? But anyway, he throwing pennies out top of the skyscraper, and the skyscraper so high that if the penny fall to hit somebody, it can kill them. So he was throwing pennies off, and the wind blew the penny into a vent, which got stuck into a fan. Now, before this happened, the fucking chandelier, a piece of the chandelier fell off and cracked the glass that everybody was dancing on. Now, why would anybody not see this crack? I be looking down all the time. I don't know about y'all, but I be looking down. But anyway, the floor was cracked and everybody just dancing over the cracked floor. The penny blows out the fan and hit a pipe, bust the pipe, which explodes and everything. This caused the explosion and the floor to fall. And from there, everything took place. People falling there off the skyscraper. People trying to survive. They trying to go down the steps. The steps break. The little kid make it down the steps. He didn't make it. He thought he made it. He thought he made it, but he didn't make it. And it was to the final two, Irish and a little boy named JB. But they also fell to their death. But that was the last two to die. So R.I.P. Todd. That was his final destination. You know what I'm saying? This movie was his final destination. But Todd plays the little boy. The little boy plays Todd in the movie, which is JB, the guy who cheated Death. And anybody know who JB is? That's the guy everybody go to ask him about how to beat Death. You know what I'm saying? He was he was some everything that got to do with Death. Anytime Death landed, he was there. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyway, Stephanie was having these dreams of her grandma premonition. So Death found a way to get the Irish through her granddaughter. So Death was giving her granddaughter these premonitions to make her get curious to find out what this all about. So she go to her Uncle Howard, and everybody was like, don't talk to her, she's crazy. But she goes out there to find Irish anyway, which Irish was close to Death because she had cancer, right? She was like, damn, Death got me anyway. The son of a bitch gave me cancer. You know? So the movie was kind of comedic, and at the same time, you know, it was a lot of action in it. Anyway, she goes to find her grandmother, Irish. Irish tell her about Death. She gave her the book, the whole layout, the whole fucking bloodline layout. And she was putting it together, and she was predicting Death, and she was defeating that shit. So Death finally got his wish and got Irish to come out the house to give her granddaughter that book. She was like, take the book, take the book. And you know, she was like, if you don't believe, just step back. And then that's when Death finally got Irish. Now Irish was the key to keeping her family alive. As long as Irish stayed alive, her family stayed alive. Now remind you, when Irish was on the skyscraper with her fiance, she was pregnant. She was pregnant with Howard then. Then after that, she went on to have Stephanie's mother. Forget her name. But she was teaching Howard and Stephanie, you know, how to survive through death and shit, and they ring her out to be crazy. Then they went on to have kids, right? So this when it get interesting. After Stephanie finds out all this, she reads the book. She goes through the book a little bit and is like, oh shit, something happening. Death was telling her that they about to get Howard ass. So Howard and them they was celebrating, after the funeral they was all having a party, barbecuing and shit, right? That's when Howard steps on a piece of glass. He's like, I'm okay. Falls back, and the lawnmower, by that time the lawnmower was goddamn wheel walking, right? The lawnmower was on 2 wheels on his motherfucking ass. Smashed his face in, cut him up, but and Iris tried to tell everybody about the bloodline death. And she had this big ass chart, like it covered the whole fucking wall. This person, they kids. You know what I'm saying? God damn. Okay, so all the people from part 1 to part 5, their parents was up in that building. Their parents was up in that building that Iris, because Iris saved everybody in the building. So Death took a while to get back to Iris because she was the final. You know what I'm saying? She was the last one. Then all these babies and stuff happening, and some people cheating Death or surviving through Death a little bit and lasting a little longer than intended. It took a while to get to her family, but now that Iris gone, they finally getting to her family, and they got the Howard first. He the firstborn, and he's gonna get his kids. So Eric was at a tattoo shop. That's Howard's son, right? He got 2 sons. He had Eric, and I think Julia and Bobby. Bobby was the youngest. So Eric, he was in the tattoo shop. That's when his ring nose got caught in the fan and shit. And they tried to pull him up, and then the place ended up catching a fire because he was kicking shit over trying to get the ring nose out. And then it just flash off. From my side, it just flashed off. I don't know what happened after that because it showed Stephanie again. And she was looking for Eric, so he wasn't answering his phone because he was next. Then they see Eric walking down the goddamn road. And she was like, I can't believe it. You survived. You survived. Death could be getting you anytime right now. And she predicted what was gonna happen. She was like, don't watch that tree right there, the tree cutter that's stuck in the tree. Watch the man blowing a leaf and watch the kids kicking the ball. And he was like, what's gonna happen? She was like, I don't know, maybe the tree cutter fall, knocks over the guy blowing the leaves, and he blow the leaves in the kid's face, and they kick the ball into your face. He was like, oh, I'm gonna die by a ball hitting me in the face. And then Julia comes out, and she was like, I'm so tired of this nonsense. She started jogging, so they got the camera in the right action. So they showing Stephanie, Charlie, and Eric talking, and Julia jogging up the road, right? And then all of a sudden, you see the fucking tree cutter fall, knock over the dude blowing the leaf. He blows the leaf in the kid's face. They kick the ball, hit her in the face, and she do a fucking flip inside the trash can. And then the trash truck was picking the fucking trash can up and dumped her in the inside. So now they trying to stop the man. They're trying to stop the truck. He got the headphones in his ear, and he's swiping left and swiping right and shit, right? He trying to find a date. But they finally get the truck to stop, but it stopped too late. Stephanie was trying to pull Julie out, but the compactor just smashed up, man. Smashed real bad. So now everybody believing Stephanie. Everybody believing her, and I think that's her name, right? Steph. Everybody believing her now, right? And then now they're trying to find a way to keep Bobby safe because Bobby's scared. And they go to the hospital to visit JB. They find JB, and that's when I found out that JB was the little boy that was in the tower that Iris saved. So I'm like, oh, okay, now, yeah, that's a good connection. I like the way they connected. But this what happened. Eric and Bobby goes off by themselves because Eric trying to be a fucking hero. I don't know he's just trying to be a fucking hero and save Bobby. So they got to flatline Bobby and bring him back to break the chain. And they're going to this room, this metallic room. The brain scanning room. And Death did his thing, made him charge up the magnetic force on it. Just started sucking metal shit. So it sucked Eric phone, which juiced up the machine. Then it sucked Eric earrings off, sucked his nose ring off, sucked the titty rings off, and sucked the wheelchair also. As it sucked the wheelchair, it caught Eric and pulled him in the inside of the machine and just broke his ass up and shit, man. Broke him all up. So Eric wasn't supposed to die because earlier he found out that he's not Howard's biological son. His mother cheated on Howard, and that's how he was born. But Howard treated him as his own, right? Anyway, but you don't fuck with death. JB said don't fuck with death, or death gonna get you too. So that's what Eric ended up doing. He was fucking with death movements, and death got him too. Howard was eating peanut butter to flatline himself because he allergic to it. But after he ate the peanut butter, that's when all the shit happened with Eric. So he trying to get the insulin. That's what you call it, insulin, that shit you stick in your leg. He trying to get that shit out of Eric's hand. And it pulled the fucking machine. It pulled the spring out the machine and goes through Howard's face. Fucked him up, right? So that he gone. That whole family gone right there. So now it's time for Stephanie's mother. It's her mother time. Then they're gonna go to Stephanie, then Charlie. But they trying to get back to the cabin because the cabin is the safest spot. If they get back to the cabin, her mother can just stay there like Iris did and avoid death. But by the time they get to the cabin, death blows that bitch up, ends up killing the mother, almost killed Charlie and Stephanie. But they made it out. So now we at Charlie prom. Charlie going to his prom, and Stephanie started seeing the signs again. She thought she cheated death. She thought she did it. She thought they broke the chain because she drowned, right? But her heart didn't stop. And Charlie brought her back. So she was seeing all these premonitions. Well, she didn't see the premonition because I think it happened unless they come out with another one and they avoid that and save people too. But I didn't see nobody dying but them two. Anyway, so I think it finally got him. And she started predicting, she started seeing shit going on. Charlie was like, oh shit, something about to happen. Then it showed the old lady buying some lemonade from the kids, and she dropped a penny out of her purse pouch. It started with a penny, ended with a penny. So the penny rolled to the train rails, stopped the train rails where the train's supposed to turn off at. It's supposed to connect to the other track so the train can go the other direction. And the penny stopped it from doing that. So by the time the train hit the crossroad, it flipped off, bust through a couple houses, and that motherfucker was going too. They were running. I'm like, get it, run. So they running, and all of a sudden, Stephanie fall, but the train they stopped rolling, and then Charlie picked her up. And I'm like, keep going. And all of a sudden, the laws made their return in this movie. The laws come from, I guess, one of the trailers in the back and got to shooting like motherfucking arrows and shit. Smashed them up, man. Smashed them up. So they gone. It's over with for them. So I guess this wraps up the Bloodlines series for Final Destination, and now they can restart with something fresh. Because I don't think they're gonna stop making Final Destination movies. I think they just ended that franchise and they're finna start another franchise, right? But it was a good movie. I recommend people see it. Go see it, cause it'll be out this Friday. As of this video, the movie will be out this Friday. I just was so happy to run up on it to watch it. So that's my Final Destination review. Hey, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button, man. We got more reviews coming, live movie reviews. I beat deep, Dr. Frizzle Frost. And this is It's Frizzle Untamed Movie reviews. Peace and prosperity to you all. And remember, we don't need no helicopter to elevate over heels. Peace.